Plus, Bedlam's burial ground.
There's likely to be around 3,000 skeletons here.
What clues about the past have been unearthed in London? Coming up, the secrets in the skeletons. What archaeologists in London hope to learn from the Bedlam burial ground. Well, there is history everywhere in England, so when crews started digging a new railway line in London, it wasn't long before they called in the archaeologists. They'd sliced through a rich bit of London's history, a burial site more than 400 years old, a massive site containing thousands of skeletons. And as Stuart Greer reports, they hold important clues about a terrible period in Europe's past.
At a cost of $30 billion, it is one of the most expensive and ambitious construction projects on the planet. Giant machines are boring a 42-kilometer-long tunnel under London for a new rail line called Crossrail. But it's also been a chance to dig into London's past, and the archaeological treasures being unearthed are priceless, with discoveries like this mass grave from medieval Britain.
We think in the original area of the cemetery between 10 and 20,000 people were buried over a period of 150 years. And in the area we're digging here for the ticket hall, there's likely to be around 3,000 skeletons here that we have to very carefully remove.
The site was a graveyard for England's first mental institution, Bedlam, a name that became synonymous with madness. Many of the dead were victims of the Great Plague that killed a quarter of London's population in the mid-1600s. With remains unearthed, archaeologists can now learn more about that dark period.
A lot of these graves are intercutting and right on top of each other.
But untangling the bones and history is a painstaking process.
All these guys behind us are professional archaeologists, and they need to be, because unwrapping these individual skeletons which are lying on top of each other, sandwiched together, is an extremely tricky process.
There is so much history that lies beneath the surface here in London that some Crossrail sites have added an extra 3 months to their construction schedule to accommodate archaeological digs like this one.
There's a huge amount of pressure to get the job done in the time that was said we'd do it.
Some 10,000 artifacts spanning centuries of London's history have already been uncovered across some 40 sites. There remains another 3 years of tunneling and construction work before the Crossrail project is complete, meaning as the British capital continues to build towards the future, there will be plenty of more opportunities to learn about its past. Stuart Greer, Global News, London.